Hey guys, it's Lunesta. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make thumbnails and how to make Minecraft renders to put in your thumbnails, or I guess on your banners or stuff like that, just for any kind of use. So, first off, you need an editing software, you need lots of fonts, and you're gonna need the Blender software, which is how you make the renders in, and then the rig for that. So those will all be in this description. This program here, this is Fire Alpaca. It's a free editing software. It's a blend actually between Photoshop and Paint Tool SAI. So personally I use it for both editing and for drawing when I do that. So I mean, it's an all-around good product. Love it. So this is a thumbnail. I'm gonna open up the Photoshop file version of that. So like if I want to move this, I can, kind of thing. So you're gonna want a few different items on your thumbnail. You're gonna want a background picture, whatever it is. If it's Minecraft, you're gonna want a render. If it's something you got a logo for, you're gonna want the logo. And then you can either put some type of frame around it. So some people do like blur, some people do like the thing where they have the corners cut off on all the sides and it's like a white. But for my wild SMP, I have this green one, and actually I'll show you right here. In my pictures, I have a bunch of different, I have a bunch of stuff, but I have these frames here, and then I have these kind of frames, which are just like the top and bottom. Those I usually just use for my videos, like in the video itself, but if you want, you could use those on the thing as well. And then on my thumbnails that are not the Wild SMP, I usually just like draw the lines on them, like around it, and I have a tablet, so that's why I can do it. So I don't have a template for that, so I don't know if you'd be able to find one, but I do not have a template for the like dash frame. So you're gonna want stuff like hearts. There's this one type of thumbnail style, I don't remember what it's called, but it uses all this kind of lightning stuff, and it uses this as the round part of the thumbnail. It's kind of like the frame for it. So it just really depends on what you want for your thumbnails. Preferably, I just use the dash frames on my regular ones. So then, you can see I have some renders right here, and so I will show you how to do that now. Okay, so you're going to download this rig, you're going to download Blender, and here's the thing. The newest rig update doesn't work with the newest version of Blender. So here it shows previous versions. You have Blender 2.78 is the newest one, so you're gonna want to get 2.77, okay? Okay, so once you download both of those, you're going to either have the Timmy's rig folder either in your documents or on your desktop. I don't like having stuff on my desktop, so I just keep it in here. And so these are rigs that I've downloaded afterwards as well. So you're gonna go into rigs, and you're gonna open the Timmy rig Minecraft. And so boom, you have it. And actually I made a render earlier, so I'm gonna just close that. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna pull this all the way over, and so your scroll wheel on your mouse is what does most of this right here. So you click, and then you like spin around is one of the controls, and the in and out of the regular scroll wheel is how you could do that. Okay, so these are my settings for my stuff. I used curvy character on the render I just made for bear, but I don't use that on mine. So you put this way, this way, this way, and we want, that's regular, and then we want fancy feet. So what I just changed was, you see when you right click and you move it, fancy feet makes it like straight on the bottom, where otherwise it wouldn't be like that. And then for this, you'll see you see the difference between the arms now. If you right click this arm, oops, that's not what's supposed to happen. If you right click this arm, I don't know, it's just like regular, and it's kind of not dynamic. I don't really like it at all. So you just go back, and then once you have it like this, you can move it like any way, and it's a lot better. So you can click this, and as you can see in this bottom here, there's Z, Y, and X. So if you click that while you're like, oops, that's not, I'm sorry. So if you click on your keyboard one of the items, the X, Y, and Z, while you're like using it, you can move it on that axis. So sometimes that makes it easier to do whatever you're doing. But other than that, you just kind of scroll around. Oops, I keep hitting stuff that I'm not supposed to, and that happens a lot. So like you can move this here, this out here, kind of just depends on what you want, you know. And so you're gonna have them in a certain position. And then here's the thing also, I forgot to tell you. You go here and you go to wherever your pictures is, and you see I say no eyes. So you open it, you have to shade your skin to where it has no eyes if you want to use the eyes that are on this rig. Because you can put eyes, you can put eyebrows, and you can put a mouth on it. And if you want to do that, you have to make it a no face. But other than that, you don't have to. So let's say it's in the right position I want. So we're gonna do the face now. You just put it down, put it up, I use cartoon eye. What I like to do is have it a little smaller. And then I use lashes, and then you have to make it to where it comes up like that above the hairline. And then for the mouth, I use kitty, and you gotta just kind of move it like that. So let's pretend I have it all that I want. And so you're gonna do all of that. You're gonna like take this from whatever, if you want it like that, you know, customize it. So once you're done customizing everything, and like maybe you want, you know, freaking that, okay? You want a sword. Well, that is gonna be extra rigs. So like I said, I have an infinite sword rig, I have some, I don't even know, some random rigs, okay? The one I use the most is the infinite one. So we're gonna use that because I'm the most familiar with it. So you go to File, you go to Append, and then you find your rig, and then usually it's an object or material. You just have to find it, okay? Oh, okay, so there it is. It's really big every time. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna right click it, you're gonna S for size, and then you're gonna resize it, you're gonna scroll in, size it some more, and then you're gonna put it up here, and then you're gonna click R, and we want it like over here. R is for rotate. So then again, it's still a little big as well, so we're gonna just too small. Okay, so then, you know, put it back there. I'm gonna move it back. Oh, no, not that. Move it back there some more, and so you got it in the place you want. Okay, done. Great. So you have everything you want. You're great. And that all of that takes a little bit of time to get used to. You're gonna have to get used to the controls, and you're gonna have to get used to like how to actually position the character in the way you like it, and then the face as well, or the lack of a face. The next thing is the camera. So you right click the camera, and this is gonna be straight on. It's gonna be looking at them like that. So what you want to do is use the same controls. And you know what? I don't want to do it like that. I'm gonna move it first. this way, and I usually like it coming from an angle, so this is gonna be what mine's gonna look like pretty much every time. Oh fudge. Oh god, what did I do? That's great. Okay, well, I clicked Z while I was in the camera, and it did not want me to do that. But this has happened to me before. All you gotta do is nothing, because once you render it, once you click render image, it is still perfectly okay. Okay, so you're gonna wait for it to render. Okay, so my render finally rendered. So after it takes like 10 minutes to freaking render, you can hit F3 and it saves to a weird spot for me, because I don't want to change it to mess anything up, because when I tried to do that last time it didn't work. So what you go is, you go into here and you go into the rigs folder and it saves right there. So boom, done. Okay, done with render. You did it. Great. Close out of it. Who cares? Okay, so you're gonna open the file pack again. And so what we're gonna do is open, and not open, we're gonna make a new. So you can either use the 1920 by 18 or by the 1080, or you can use 1280 by 720, I think is the second one that you can use. But I use the big one just because I like doing that. So I'm gonna go through a little mock-up. I think this might be what I'm gonna use for this video itself. So what we're gonna do is, well, if it's for a Minecraft video, you're gonna want to get a screenshot. So I'm using just a background because this is not a Minecraft video. But look, I have some screenshots here. So we're gonna use this. I think that's cute. So cute. So I'm gonna copy, close, and paste. And so it's the correct amount of whatever, so I don't have to do anything. But if you're using something smaller, or like the Minecraft thing doesn't fit it exactly, you go here, you go transform, and you're gonna want to put it on jaggies so it doesn't deteriorate the photo at all, okay? And then after you're done with that, you can go to filter here and Gaussian blur. For mine, I don't have to blur it at all because I like the way it looks. But for all of my Minecraft ones, I use about a 2 or a 3. It just depends on what you like, kind of thing. Or you could not do it at all if you really like it. So then after that, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make another one, and this is where the fonts I told you to get comes in. So you go to defont.com, you get whatever fonts you want, and then you're going to use the font button, and I guess it might be bubblegum. Yeah, it is bubblegum. Okay, so we're doing thumbnails, and we're going to see how big we want that. Try 100, way too big. I think it's 35 is what I like. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so thumbnails, and I want it in the middle. You can either make multiple text, or you can just put it all in one. It doesn't really matter. And I actually don't like the way that looks. So thumbnails, and then, you know what, we're gonna just do that. So what you're gonna do is put it, you can either have it as a black or white for the background of it, and I'll show you what I mean by background. So we're gonna put that right there, and then we're gonna put renders. We're gonna make that white as well. Okay. Make it a little centered. Okay, like that. So what we're gonna do is, oh, not that. We're gonna just duplicate each of these, and the one that's on top, we're gonna make it a different color. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna like choose this color, then make it a little darker. So I like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then you're gonna do that for this one as well. And then, so what you can do after this is you're gonna do that, make it, ooh, not that one. Gonna make it to where it's like, oh, shadow, because you can't just do it on here. That's something that you would be able to do if you had Photoshop or something like that. But I don't, so this is what we're doing. And you can do clipping. I'm not going to do this for this one because I like the way it looks, but you do clipping and then you click the gradient tool and then, I don't know, whatever color. Oh, that's not the gradient tool. There it is. And then, like, that, and then you want to do, like, multiply or something. You could get, you know, a cool gradient. People like that on some of their stuff. I'm not going to use it on this one because I want it to be, like, cute and simple. And then, so what you're going to do after this is you're going to do whatever frame you have. So on this one, I'm just going to go white, and I'm going to draw it. Okay. So now that I've got the frame drawn, we're going to see if I want to add any extras, is what I call them. So we're going to just take a look, see if I see anything I like. No. I could use some of this, maybe. So we're going to do copy, close, edit, paste. We're going to select transform. Oh, that's not what I meant to make it. Okay, so I like that. That's cute. We're going to do that. Okay, and we're actually going to make the opacity a little... yeah, like that. And then we're gonna make another one in here. Oh, we're gonna make another text. We're gonna put and. I like that one. Gonna make it 40, I think. Yeah, 40. Gonna dupe that. Nope, that's not how you dupe it every time. Dupe it, use this, use this. I'm gonna go lighter. No, we should go darker. You just gotta think about all of this dynamically, really. Actually, I'm gonna use that. I like that. So we're gonna do this. And then move it over again. And then, you know what? Let's check and see if there's not anything else I can use. Because actually, I think I want to put some hearts. So, edit, copy, close, paste. Let's see, that's cute. I like that. So we're gonna put this on both sides. We're gonna put it like that. And then we're gonna merge those together. We're gonna put this. We're gonna clipping. We're gonna change it to, let's try that. Nope, that's gonna match the background. Okay. I'm trying to see what kind of purple I want. Kind of want that. Okay, yeah, so then there's a bunch of different purples in it. Looks cute. I think that's good. So then, all the components, we have the font, the frame, and, what is this? Oh, okay. So we want to put that below that so the frame goes over it. Okay, make sure you have all of your stuff in the right order that you want it like that, so nothing overlaps. Like, you don't want this stuff over your font. You want the font over everything, pretty much. So, make sure it's all in the right order, make sure everything looks perfect to you, and then you're just gonna save it as a PNG or a JPEG. I think a JPEG, because sometimes if it's too big, then you know, doesn't work out on YouTube. But then you could also, if this was a Minecraft thing, you wanted to put one of these in there, you would hit copy, close, because it does save transparent as well, because you need a bunch of transparent crap. That's all you need, transform. So you're gonna move it this way, then like that. So you would just have a render on it wherever you wanted it. It would be cute and everything, and then, you know, you'd be done. And then, since I don't want that, file, save as. In here, we're gonna go straight to JPEG. No, we're gonna go straight to PNG. And we're gonna do renders thumbnails. Okay. It's okay, transparent, yes. And then you got all of your components. You can get all of the fonts that I have. You can either find on dafont.com, or if you just search the name in just a browser, it'll come up. And then other than that, you just need the editor, the rig, software, Blender, and that's it. Then you can make yourself some cute little thumbnails. And if you would like me to send my frame that I have here or anything like that, I won't send you the background. I won't send you some of my like special items that I had to really search for. But if you find something that's like similar and you really like it, kind of thing, and you think it goes with your channel, then there's no reason not to use it in your thumbnails and to be different. So, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments if this helped you. And if there's any like problems with your render, I don't know how to fix everything, but I can help you as much as I can. So, see you guys next time. Bye!